Hey, Young Adults leaders, serve team, host homes is another great week here in Young Adult Ministry. So here is what we've got going on for you this week. We just started a new sermon series on Gideon, walking through bits of Judges here. So one thing that would be good to do for your discussions this week is to read that little blurb and just kind of remind people, hey, we're switching gears, we're into a different book, and this is kind of the theme going forward. I've attached that blurb in your leader guide, so you can just kind of read it through or hit some high points. But that would be a great pro tip to kind of get everybody moving in the right direction. The second thing I have for you is you might notice that we changed the order of questions on your discussion guide. We actually moved that, hey, what stood out to you, to before reading the passage together. And then you would read the passage, and then you would go into, hey, what does it say about God? What does it say about us? What does it say about the gospel? And then what problems do you have, and how can we live this out? The reason we're doing that is because, first off, that's a great question of like, hey, what stood out to you? But we're gonna use it more like a recap question to kind of get people firing, where you can say, hey, what do we remember and what stood out to you about that message on Sunday? So then people can kind of throw out some themes. So you guys are kind of already thinking about what to look for in the passage before you go there. Because sometimes when we hop into the passage cold turkey, it takes us a second and we might need to reread it several times before we really understand what's happening. So if we can prime people before we go to the passage, I think we're going to get better and deeper and more intentional Bible study out of the next few questions. So there you go. Those are some announcements just for you. And now here are some announcements you can share with everybody else. They're the same as the other ones. The first one is we got a big serving opportunity at the Halloween Bash. Guys, it's gonna be so great. I will be there. I know so many of you already will be there. It is a great time to serve middle schoolers, but then it's also really fun to see all of our young adult community coming out to help our church put on something incredible. And then the other thing we got is YA Night coming at the end of the month on October 29th, where we have a panel coming of different people, a lot of them who are host homes, who have served following Jesus in their job for a long period of time, and they're gonna talk with us about what does it look like to integrate Jesus in my job, Christ in my career, my faith in my calling. What does it look like to put those two together, and how do we do that in a vibrant and powerful way? Cannot wait for that conversation. It's going to be a lot like this last one with Craig, where it's more free flowing, and we got some questions from you guys that we can ask them as well. So guys, so excited for your October. Have a great week in your life groups, and we will see you out there soon.